I'm so happy and thrilled to be here, and very heartening to see that people are putting their education to good use. The well-read people taking care of the environment and the peace around us, which is so humane and which is so required. So I have been looking at the work they have been doing, a commendable work, commendable piece of work, and the motive, the intent is more beautiful. How much you achieve is a different story altogether. But the intent to do, the motive to do is more important. And that is what we lack today. Most of us would dream to do, aspire to do things, but never ever go out of our comfort zone, go the extra mile to get things done and moving. And when I talk about, or when I think about peace or climate change, it's a very thin line I understand between the need and greed of a man. Everything boils from there. If you are able to look and tackle or make a substantiate understanding of the need and the greed, and if you look at all kinds of conflicts which is happening all around us, is largely attributed to the greed of man, or maybe a country or a group of people. But when you talk about the need, man is evolving on a daily basis, right? And most of you would know, we were very much used to the coolers when we were young, as for at least me, not the AC at home. ACs used to be in a very posh offices or something like that, or maybe maximum, even the cars like the ambassadors and the Fiats, they never had AC heating, even the Maruti. Now, if you go to any, it has become a necessity today. It has changed. Delhi is boiling out there now. But when you speak to people, the common man, that you should not use gadgets or the technology to the extent that will harm the environment around you. They also point a finger at you. You have been using all this while. Now it is our turn to make use of it. And why are you stopping us? And that is exactly when it happens to the world level as well. Now there is a greater need of awareness to make people aware what is good, what is bad. Put the education to good use, to understand what are the implications and the impacts and effects of their actions around the environment, and how it will lead. The conflicts which goes to conquer the resources around the world. Now we are having electric vehicles, right? But the batteries come from a very conflict area. But to source that batteries, it's a complicated story. A lot of lives have been lost on that. A lot of people have been traded as laborers on that. But we need not only the green energy to the fuels we are using, but they would be way forward. The entire war history has a lot of attributes to the conquering or control over the oil fields and the resources, which again, why it is important here? Because it's a natural mineral resources we have, and that is from the climate. Now what we need to do, we need to make people aware. That's where she has a very important role and you has a very important role to play. To put that very, very basic understanding, what I should be doing, what questions I should be asking, and how can I make a contribution. Everybody takes a lot of things for themselves. They take it for themselves, but what can we give? When you talk about living responsibly, putting our education in place, why I'm talking again and again the education? Many of us are very privileged. We have a fabulous opportunity to get ourselves educated, but we never actually use that. The science around us, the basic common sense around us, how it is affecting us, how it is going to affect our children. Mahatma Gandhi very rightly said, and you all remember that, our tomorrow or the today is a loan from our coming generation to us. We are responsible for the tomorrow. We have taken a loan from them, and we cannot jeopardize that. we should make best use of it, stand up for what is right, and looking for people to make aware. Like there's a lot of industries coming up, a lot of sectors coming up. We should work towards to make the government policies towards revising like carbon footprints. We have CSR in place. You know, CSR is a very important factor. But why not carbon footprints? Do people know about it? How can they do it? In what way they can implement these kind of things? The very usage of the resources at home, offices, on road, in the city, in the society, how we can get best use of the same. And these things would make them a responsible human. Then comes the citizen, then comes the world, right? And because I don't think so, we are going to die tomorrow. We have our children to live. We have this planet, and very like we do not give our expensive phone or a gadget to a 3-year-old child. You know. He or she would not be able to keep it. Similarly, the world is given to our hands. We have the responsibility to maintain it and give it at least not better, at least the same way forward. Right? And again, I just want you to think over my initial lines. Let's rethink on the greed and need of our man. And that would give all the answers. Thank you.